Yeah. Hi. Hey, let me see. I want to talk about, when I got divorced, his name was 91 or 92, I can't remember. I used to babysit my kids. They were probably like 6, 7 years old, something like that. I have a one bedroom apartment here in Denmark, you know what I'm saying? And, what was I doing? Yeah, I probably was working or going to school, I can't remember. Learning Danish. And then I didn't have a girlfriend, I didn't have a girlfriend, so it happened one time, someone that I knew, actually he's a guy from Nigeria, no, he's from Ghana, I can't remember, or yeah, he was from Sierra Leone, you know what I'm saying? He had a, he has a girlfriend in Denmark uh, that has, I mean, they both have a child together, you know what I'm saying? They have a girl child together, so he can visit her, you know what I'm saying, from another country. So, yeah, he and myself was going to town, to the club, wherever, you know what I'm saying? And so one time we went to the one club, right? And then we met two girls, actually. But I didn't know that he know this other girl. Okay, there were two girls, right? There was a Korean girl who was Danish, but just that she was adopted. She was like 2 years old when she came to Denmark, you know what I'm saying? And then this other Danish girl, so, but he happened to know this Danish girl, have no idea where he knew her from. So we went to the club real quick, you know what I'm saying? And then we all got out, you know what I'm saying? And I suppose he was with her, so, and then, but the Korean girl was available. She's Mabry, her name, beautiful girl. I mean, she was like 5'1" probably, or 5'2", 5'3". Beautiful girl, you know what I'm saying? She was like, we three were like walking behind while Mabry was in front, and I just, out of the blue, I said, well, Mabry, what's up, what's up? She said, nothing, so I went and I caught up with her, you know what I'm saying? I went and caught up with her, and then we went to another bar, whatever. They were not drinking type. I'm not a drinking type either. We just sat there, probably have a cup of coffee or something to drink, just talking, right? And then it was time for them to go home. So Mabry and myself, while my friend and this girl Henrietta was somewhere over there. I was with, Margaret somewhere. I was all over her, you know what I'm saying? I was all over her usual. And I asked for her number, right? I asked for her number, and then I asked for I asked for her number. I was supposed to visit her the following Saturday, actually the following Saturday, so I went over there. This is how it started. So, yeah. And then, yeah, actually before my break, wow. Yeah, before my break, I had met this girl, actually Susanna, in school. Susanna herself been going to school for a whole year. We never talked, nothing. We haven't communicated, it's just eye contact. It's like every time she comes from the bathroom into the class or something like that. I mean, she has some beautiful legs, you know what I'm saying, nice, nice hair. I think her hair was brown, kind of like, not blonde, but brown, kind of like, you know what I'm saying. Blue, she had a brown eye, but beautiful girl, you know what I'm saying. She come to class like, oh, this is bad. I would like be looking at her, right? She would incite something in me, right? So, wow, a whole year. So it's like at the end of the school year now, doing some assignment or some project. Then the teacher would say, then she would choose who to work together with. So in this case, she appointed me and Susanna to work together to discuss the subject together and write together, right? And discuss it in front of the class, right? That's what we did. And then after that, I figured that Susanna and myself, we worked nicely together. We got along very well, and we laughed. I said, wow, it's like that. It's like when you're in school over here, we have a list of all the students, their names and numbers, right? So in case something happen now, you can call one of the students up and tell your teacher that, and tell her or him that you'll not be able able to come. Or you can just call them up and say, hey, what are you doing? You know, you want to go over there and have, you know, a cup of coffee. If the girl like you, then she'll probably go for it, you know. So then, yeah, what happened? So she and myself worked together, right? She went home, and I felt like we kind of got along pretty good. So I called her up. Suzanne, I called her up. She said, at that time she was breaking up with her boyfriend. Actually, she was, yeah, she was breaking up with her girlfriend. They had a child together, though, you know. And then I called her up. I said, Suzanne, you know what? I think we really work really good together today. We got along pretty well. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's been like a whole year, we have not got to talk. You know what I'm saying? But it won't hurt if we can go to town. You know what I'm saying? And probably go for a cup of coffee or have something to eat. You know, she didn't have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? And then when the time came, we went to town. We might have gone to a restaurant or something like that. So while walking back now, I didn't have a car then, while walking back, and she asked me, while walking back, passing by my place, I did not pass by my place, and while she was going home, actually I was taking her halfway, yes, I would say, and then she said something like, why did you take me out, you know? I said, what? What do you mean, why did I take you out? I can't remember my answer, you know, I can't remember what I answered her, but I think she went home. And then gradually we began to talk, and then one time I went to a place, and then it was time now to get our route on, you know, she's nice girl. I guess, you know, this girl, it didn't really last, not at all. But she used to come to my apartment. See, my apartment was like, it was like just adjacent to the school building, so I could stand in my apartment and see the teachers right there on the board. So Suzanne would come to class and then pass my crate, you know what I'm saying? Then we'll do a thing, and then she would go to class. So one time we did our thing, we're sitting down on the table, you know, opposite each other like that. And then she said, why you look at me in that way? I said, what did you mean? But anyway, yeah, it was good. One time a friend of mine came to visit us. This guy, James James Morgan. Actually, he's from Wales. And then a white guy. Well, they're all white in Denmark. So he came and met Susanna. And then at that time, Susanna was working at a burger place, like a Burger King, you know. So when James came over there, Susanna was there, so she volunteered to go and get some burger for us, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, that was it. That was our lunch, and that was it. And then we broke up, and then okay, at the end of the school year now, we had a school party, right? We had a school party, and then it's usually like that, you know, you go to get our students and have a party, like after the eating and everything. You know, you go to the dance floor and just ditch there, you know, dance floor and just have party, you know what I'm saying? And then actually I didn't really put enough effort with Susanna, because I would tell her, let's go to town, and then she would say she's not going. She's not like a outgoing kind of girl, you know what I'm saying, unless you put pressure on her, you know. So, and then she would say she's not going. But then I would tell her, okay, I'm going to come back to your place later on, but then I'll never show up. You know what I'm saying? So it just deteriorated like that, you know. But then at this part right here, you know what, I could be talking about other things like economics and laws or politics, but we're going to listen to this. We're going to listen to that. That's, you know, it's, but anyway, yeah, so we went to the party, right? And then Suzanne was there. Actually, at that time we almost broke up. Even though I think I always put blame on myself. Susanna was there at the party, right? She's not a dancing type, you know what I'm saying? She was just in there. I didn't talk to her at all. I didn't talk to Susanna at all. And but I was looking at other girls, you know what I'm saying? I was standing by the door like that, right? I was standing by the door like that. And this one girl came and passed, Charlotte. You know, Charlotte came and passed, and then I just said like, oh, uh, you're not, I said something like, you're not bad at all. And then she said the same thing, oh, you're not bad too. She said, you're not bad. And that was that. So I went downstairs with a friend of mine, Maji, actually, a very close friend of mine, you know. We went downstairs into the cafeteria. While we were there, Charlotte came over there with a friend, you know, and then she was sitting at the guy's lap, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what she was trying to prove, but so then it was time for us to go back upstairs, you know, we went back upstairs. And then Charlotte came back upstairs with her friend as usual, and I asked her if she could dance. She wanted to dance. Yeah, she ain't got no problem with that. So she wants to dance, and yeah, I don't even know if I was dancing. I mean, what was I doing? That was 92, actually 92. I mean, like, I have, you know, like, I just learned choreography like a year ago, you know, like some choreography, not the one that I'm able to, because like one thing with choreography, if you have a lot in your head, then you get confused while dancing. So the few that I know, you know what I'm saying, like I wasn't even doing any choreography, I was doing free dancing, even though in most of my videos now is free dancing, but when I first started, you know what I'm saying, and people were saying, why can't you do some choreography? So I went over the internet and look at some guys, you know, how to do it, and then I learned from there. But when I met Charlotte, I don't know why I was dancing. We just dancing. So I wanted to go home, right? I wanted to go home while the party was in section. You know what I'm saying? I told Charlotte that, you know, my apartment was just opposite the school building, you know. So I told Charlotte, hey, I'm going home. So she must have went up, you know, we went downstairs. We went downstairs and we kissed and I couldn't believe it. And we kissed and kissed. Oh, Charlotte tone is so warm. She's so warm. Her tone is so warm. I don't know how long we kissed for, but I guess until we got tired. And then I went home, right? But the thing I didn't know was, okay, this was on a Saturday night, right? But what I didn't know was she was supposed to leave to Sweden. She was supposed to leave to Sweden the following Saturday. This was Saturday, a week from there. She was supposed to leave, right? I said, wow, you know, I didn't know. In fact, okay, after we kissed and everything, you know, she got my number, I got her number, you know what I'm saying? There was no cell phone. So a whole week went by, right? And I got a letter from her on Friday. Yeah, I got a letter from her on Friday. Was it Saturday? No, I got a letter from her on a Friday, right? Because she was supposed to leave to Sweden the next day. I got a letter from her on Friday, so telling me, she was telling me, oh, she's going to Sweden to work, but it was nice meeting you, you know what I'm saying? I said, what? This girl's leaving, and you know, she led me on, then she's leaving. Goddamn. So what I did was, she wrote me a letter with, she didn't mention a number or nothing like that, but she mentioned her address. So what I did was I look on the phone book, in the phone book, look up her name and call the phone company, you know, and ask the phone company about her number. So they gave her number to me, you know, and I called her up. I said, what's up? You're leaving to Sweden, you know? She said, yes. I said, well, I don't know what we talk about, but, I told her to visit me during the evening on a Friday before she leaves, and she decided to come on that Friday night, right? And then at that time I had a one-bedroom apartment, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, you know, I was young, I was like 36, 35, yeah. I might have been like 25 or something like that. I'm always 10 years younger or 15 years younger. Or someone would say 20 years younger, but I was I was 35. Yeah, she came to my apartment. One thing led to another. You know, we got agreed on, I guess. And she told me I'm bad. Well, yeah, she told me I was bad. And then at that time though, she was sharing a house with three other girls. You know, this is what people do out here. If you know each other, you go together. The rent out here is so expensive. You know what I'm saying? You go together and rent a house or apartment, whatever. She was sharing a house with these two girls. So yeah, after that, after her visit, after we got agreed on and everything, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, she was a nice girl. And then she took me to her house the very night, you know what I'm saying? I mean, as we were walking out of the shower, she held my hand, like she held my, I said, well, like we've been knowing each other for a while. I said, well, and I was telling myself, I don't even know this girl. And she's holding my hand like that. Yeah, so we spent the night, which was really good, we spent the night, and then, yeah, that was it. Spent the night, and then the next morning now, she was able to leave to Sweden, you know what I'm saying? So she and myself came to town. We came to town together in the bus, and then when I got off the bus going home, I could see her still looking at me, looking towards me, and she was smiling, like she was in love with me. Then somehow, so when she was going to town to do some shopping, and then before actually taking off to Sweden, right? But she told me to come to the bus station at a certain time to say goodbye. So I went there, and you know what I'm saying, when it was time, I went there on a bike and with kids and kids and kids, and then she got on the bus. But I used to get a letter from her like every other week. I mean, every other day from Sweden saying, how she misses me, how she loves me, a nice girl, blonde, shallow. Yeah, I remember. She'd been to the state though. She'd been. I think I can't remember, but her English is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that she's a Danish girl, and then yeah. So what happened was I used to receive a letter from her every second day. Saying that she loves me and she misses me. You know what I'm saying? And she got me. She actually got me. She got me interested in her. At first, I wasn't feeling her, you know what I'm saying? Unusual. Women are the first to kind of like fall in love with me. I don't know why. And then eventually I would get involved, or they would do something that I would be, I would fall in love with them. You know what I'm saying? So, but she stopped writing me though. I used to get a letter from her every other day, but she stopped writing me. She stopped writing me, right? She gave me her phone number and her address and everything, you know what I'm saying? But she stopped writing me, you know what I'm saying? I said something's going on, something wrong. Something's not clicking. So what I did, I got on the train without letting her know that I'm kind of over her, you know what I'm saying? So, which wasn't cool to do at all, because, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So I went to Sweden. I met her. You know what I'm saying? I met her. Yeah, I went direct and met her, and then I came back to Denmark. That's the time I met this Korean girl. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right.